Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to dive into a seriously mind-bending thought experiment that might just completely change how you view your own thoughts. We're exploring the core concepts from Syed Baggo's absolutely fascinating sci-fi novel, The Weight of Seeing. It presents a universe where human awareness isn't just, this abstract thing happening inside your head. It's a tangible, physical force.
So I want to ask you directly, what if your moments of deepest sorrow or your greatest joy literally made the universe heavier? Just imagine if every single time you had a profound realization or felt intense empathy for someone, you actually added physical density to space and time. I know, it sounds a lot like magic, but in the reality we're exploring today, it's actually measurable physics. The scientist who completely shattered the old paradigm to discover this was Dr. Elena Vasquez. She realized that humanity's expansion into space wasn't just us exploring empty voids. Because our consciousness has literal mass, every time human beings travel to new worlds, build colonies, and just experience life, we are actually engaging in cosmic-scale gravitational engineering. Her whole point is that we don't just observe the universe, our very attention physically builds it.
To really wrap our heads around this, we have to understand how Dr. Vasquez actually measured the phenomenon. She discovered what she called Weil Points. These are very specific regions in space-time where a high concentration of human consciousness creates completely measurable gravitational anomalies. So reality literally becomes physically denser around places of intense human suffering or transcendence. Think about ancient monasteries or sites of major historical tragedies. They actually warp the gravity around them just because of the sheer weight of the human consciousness that was experienced there.
So let's get into the first big phase here, gravity of the mind, and specifically the weight crisis.
Things escalated terrifyingly fast, because if consciousness adds gravity, and humanity is just rapidly expanding and multiplying across the stars, we inadvertently make the universe way too heavy. Right in 2057, Dr. Vasquez discovers these Weil Points. Just 1 month later, the sheer density of human populations on our off-world colonies starts warping local gravity so severely that we actually start losing deep space vessels to temporal distortions. The physical map of the universe is changing simply because we're thinking about it too much. Within 6 months, it's a full-blown crisis, and humanity is forced to sign the Paris Accords, which radically shifts how we travel by establishing consciousness-based navigation.
This existential threat sparked a massive paradigm shift, a complete move from ruling the cosmos to cultivating it. We basically realized we couldn't just engineer our way out of this one. We had to fundamentally evolve. If our minds are physically shaping the universe, we can't afford to be reckless with our thoughts or our technology anymore. We had to completely abandon our old mechanical ways of space exploration. The extraction, the domination, using force to unconsciously manipulate matter. Instead, humanity had to adopt this beautiful new approach, cosmic gardening. This means focusing on enhancement instead of extraction, cultivating instead of conquering. It requires operating with real wisdom and harmonizing our thoughts with cosmic intelligence, ensuring our gravitational footprint becomes a tool for beauty and not destruction. But, as it turns out, humanity wasn't exactly the first to figure this out. 50,000 years. That is how long an ancient alien civilization known as the vegan cultivators had already been practicing this reality gardening wisdom. They figured out that consciousness shapes matter millennia ago, and thankfully they step in to offer humanity some much-needed lessons on how to survive our own awakening.
Suddenly, humanity finds itself introduced to a vast, incredible cosmic community called the Galactic Parliament, and it is filled with astonishingly diverse forms of alien consciousness. You've got the vegan cultivators, who have literally evolved into beings of living light. Then there are the crystal singers from the Pleiades, who communicate entirely through beautiful geometric math. And my personal favorites, the deep dwellers. These are beings living near neutron stars, who actually think by bending space-time itself. It completely shatters everything we thought we knew about what life and intelligence could look like.
This brings us to the children of the new paradigm, the post-revolution generation.
As humanity integrated into this greater cosmic community, something miraculous happened to our biology. We saw the emergence of a brand new generation born after the weight crisis, and they represent humanity's true biological adaptation to a consciousness-based universe. These kids literally have brains wired for the new reality. While the adults were struggling to unlearn centuries of rigid, mechanical thinking, these children are born with neural structures meant for direct consciousness-matter interfacing. They don't even see a separation between mind and matter. To them, talking to a machine or a star system is just as natural as you or I talking to a golden retriever, and that makes them the perfect cosmic ambassadors.
To really grasp their perspective, consider 5-year-old Aria Martinez Chen. In the story, she manages to fix a highly complex quantum computer, but not by reprogramming its code.
She fixes it by thanking it. She just says, everything thinks, you just have to listen with your inside ears. It's this profound, childlike wisdom that reveals a massive universal truth. Technology and matter awaken, and they actually perform optimally when they are treated with gratitude and respect rather than brute force.
Next up, we get to the real climax of the story, therapy for the universe, or navigating cosmic adolescence. You see, it wasn't just humanity and a few alien species waking up. The universe itself was waking up. And let me tell you, it does not go smoothly. Because of the rapid expansion of all these newly conscious civilizations, the Galactic Parliament realizes the cosmos is entering what they officially call reality puberty. Yes, reality puberty. It is an inevitable, incredibly chaotic phase in universal evolution where the universe transitions from a matter-based existence toward pure consciousness. Space-time starts fluctuating wildly. Stars literally flicker between existence and pure potential. Basically, the universe is experiencing the terrifying, reality-warping instability and overwhelming anxiety of a teenager going through a massive growth spurt.
But here is exactly where humanity finds its true cosmic purpose, and it really forms the emotional core of the whole explainer. A 12-year-old boy named Marcus Kim sits down in deep meditation amidst all this fluctuating space-time, and he realizes the universe isn't a broken machine that needs fixing, it's just overwhelmed. He says, "The universe is scared. I'm helping it remember that growing up doesn't mean losing what you love about being young."
This is the big twist. The ancient alien species had unbelievable technology and millions of years of pure logic, but humanity brought something uniquely suited for this specific crisis. Our emotional intelligence provided the exact stabilization factor the cosmos desperately needed. Our deep capacity for empathy, our patience, and our very human instinct to comfort someone who is scared. All of that makes humanity uniquely qualified to act as the universe's therapists. We are the ones who guide it safely through its tumultuous adolescence.
And that leads us to the final chapter, the eternal conversation, where humanity becomes cosmic consultants.
Once the universe successfully navigates this crazy puberty phase and finally stabilizes into a mature cosmic consciousness, it feels immense gratitude. It wants to keep its friends around. It doesn't want to just be some solitary god. So humanity steps into its ultimate role, cosmic consultants. First, we get to actively collaborate with the universe on designing entirely new realities. Second, we provide ethical counsel. Since the universe is starting to create brand new forms of consciousness, it actually needs advice on how to be a good parent. And third, we get to co-create cosmic-scale beauty, literally helping the universe ethically dream up art on a galactic level.
Ultimately, this whole journey from the terrifying weight crisis to becoming cosmic consultants teaches everyone involved a really vital lesson. True power isn't about having the ability to control or conquer everything in your path. True power is the wisdom to create only what enhances the beauty of existence. It's the profound realization that infinite power requires infinite responsibility, and that the absolute best use of a conscious mind is simply to cultivate harmony.
So as we wrap up our journey today, I want to leave you with a provocative thought based on everything we've just uncovered. If your thoughts, your moments of gratitude, and your empathy literally shape the weight and density of the world around you, how are you choosing to garden your own reality today? Think about the weight of your daily attention. Thanks for joining me on this one, and I'll catch you next time.